everybody, my name is Alicia. Welcome back to EnglishClass101.com's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about say, tell, and speak. I'm going to talk about the differences between when we use these and also give some examples of how to use them as well. So let's go. Okay, the first one I want to talk about is say. So we use say when we want to have a very neutral feel to what we're talking about. We use say when we report speech. We're reporting information, reporting something we heard, reporting something someone else said to us. So, as I just used, the past tense of say is said. Please be careful. It is not say-ed, say-ed. It should be said. The spelling changes. Said. He said, she said, we said, they said. Okay, so when we want to report speech, we can use the past tense like I've just done. For example, he said dinner was delicious. This is a past tense statement, so maybe previously, before the conversation, someone, he, said this statement, dinner was delicious. Think of this like a quote. Dinner was delicious. He said dinner was delicious. Another example, you said you were tired. You said you were tired. So again, before the conversation, the other person said he or she was tired. But here, to report, you said you were tired. And we use the past tense say, said, to do that. Okay, one more with the present tense then. Remember, we use the present tense when we're talking about general facts or things which are always true, regular actions. So in this case, I've used present tense. I said, I never say mean things. So here I have present tense. This is a general fact in this case. I never say mean things. So again, a very neutral way of talking about verbal communication. Okay, so that's how we use say, an introduction to how we use say. Then let's talk about how to use tell. We use tell a little bit differently from the way that we use say. So we use tell when we want to show kind of a one-way nuance. There's sort of one-way communication happening. So by that I mean that someone is passing new information or giving new information to another person. Something I do not already know, I'm having someone tell me. Someone is going to tell me new information. So we use this in past tense a lot. The past tense of tell is told. He told me, she told me, they told me. This gives us the nuance of new information, something I'm learning, something I'm hearing for the first time. I can use tell or told in past tense. Also, one point about tell. The object, in many cases, is a person. So by that I mean after the verb tell, the item coming after it in the sentence is usually a person. So the person receiving the information. So please tell me, please tell her, please tell him. The person indicated here, or the group of people indicated here after the verb tell, that's the person or the group of people receiving the information, learning the information. Okay? So let's see. I told you to call me. Here I have the past tense. I told you to call me. So you, this is the receiver of the information. I told you to call me. I asked you to call me here. Okay, so this is the report, some command. We can use tell and told to give commands. I told you to call me. I gave you the new request to call me, in other words. Okay, one more, a request this time. Can you tell me where the bathroom is? So here, tell me. So this is a request for information. Can you tell me where the bathroom is? I don't know where the bathroom is. Please give me new information. Please tell me where it is. Okay, here we also use present tense, yeah? So when you're making requests, please make sure to use the present tense. Can you tell me something? One more. Why didn't you tell me the party was canceled? Another question. Why didn't you tell me? So you didn't give me new information about the party. Why? Why didn't you tell me? Blah, blah, blah. We can use this pattern for if you miss information or if someone forgot to tell you something, if someone forgot to give you information that you needed, you can say, why didn't you tell me? Blah, blah, blah. To make a different sentence, you could say, why didn't you tell her? Or why didn't you tell them? Why didn't you tell our boss? Some other examples, a positive sentence could be, why did you tell him? Why did you tell her? For example, if someone tells a secret. So we can use tell to give new information, to pass new information along. Okay, so that's tell. So the next verb that I want to talk about today is the verb speak. So we use speak to mean a conversation. Yes, so speak has the nuance of a conversation, but it has the nuance of a more formal tone. We would use speak in more formal situations, like a business meeting or a work setting, for example, or for maybe a more serious conversation. But we can use speak with either with or to. So I mean speak with someone and speak to someone. So the difference between these two is very, very small. If you say speak with my boss, it sounds like you expect a conversation with your boss. Speaking with someone sounds like there's information passing back and forth between the two of you. Speak to your boss sounds more like, for example, you're going to say a lot of things, you're going to give a lot of information, and your boss will participate a little bit, but there's more nuance of giving information than passing information back and forth. So if you want to make a more conversational nuance, use with. Speak with someone. If you want it to sound a little more one-sided, a little more one way, use speak to someone. Okay. So we also use speak for languages, like I speak English, I speak French, I speak Japanese, I don't speak German, I don't speak Thai. So please use speak for languages as well. The past tense of speak is spoke. Please be careful. It is not speaked. Please use spoke. The past tense is spoke. I spoke English every day when I lived in America, for example. So please use spoke as the past tense here. Also, the past participle form is spoken. Spoken. So we'll see that in a little bit, maybe. Okay. So some example sentences. You should speak with or to your boss. So here you can choose. With sounds more conversational. To sounds a little more direct. You should speak with your boss. You should speak to your boss. Okay. Past tense sentence. I spoke with my manager. I spoke with my manager. We shared information. Last, have you spoken to HR? Have you spoken to HR? Here's a present perfect tense sentence. I've used spoken here. Okay. Good. So that's a nice maybe wrap up of a few different verbs that are commonly confused when talking about speech. Let's go to some example sentences. All right. The first example sentence is my friend something something me. My cooking was bad. Okay. My cooking was bad. This is probably new information for a person. Another hint, we have me. There's a person here in the object position of the sentence. So we can guess that this should be the verb tell. However, we have this hint. My cooking was bad, a past tense. So we should use the past tense form of tell, told here. Okay, next one. They something something, I have to work tomorrow. So here, I have to work tomorrow. This is maybe just information. It sounds like somebody passed some information to me. So if I want to think of this as like reporting speech, I would use the verb say in the past tense, said. So I know this should not be tell because there's no object here. I know it should not be speak because there's no with and there's no to here either. So I know this should be, they said I have to work tomorrow. Of course, this sentence could be, they told me I have to work tomorrow. It sounds more like a command in that case. Here, they said I have to work tomorrow is very neutral and just a simple report of speech. Okay, next one. He really needs to something something with his client. So here is a big hint word. We have the word with here, and we also have client here, which shows maybe a business or a work setting. Therefore, we can guess the verb should be speak. He really needs to speak with his client. Okay, great. Next one, have you something something, your mother, the news, the news. So here, news is a big hint, new information. And we have a person in the object position. A person is going to receive new information. So, have you told your mother the news is the correct sentence here. So have you told blah, blah, blah is actually a really good sentence for you to remember. Have you told your mom about that? Have you told your dad about that? Have you told your dog about your new park? I don't know. So anytime you want to pass information or ask a question about information being passed, please use tell to do that, like we've done here. Have you told someone? Okay, let's go to the next one. We something about this at the last meeting. So again, meeting here is a big hint that it is a work or a more formal situation. We see that this is the last meeting, so something that has finished already. So let's use past tense, spoke. We spoke about this at the last meeting. We spoke about this at the last meeting. Here, I have introduced something slightly different from this speak with or speak to. If you want to mention a topic rather than about a person, we can use speak about a topic, speak about something. We spoke about this at the last meeting. We can use speak to introduce a topic as well. So please note that this is an option. Okay, let's go to the next one. You always, blah, 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 nice things, nice things. So always here I have a word which indicates a regular action, something that is always true. We talked about an example over here, though I used never here. However, the grammar is still the same. We should still use the same grammar nuance, the same grammar point here. So let's use the present tense, say. You always say nice things. So someone always says positive things, or someone always makes very positive comments. Like, for example, everybody in the comments on these videos, everybody always says very nice things. We can use always say to talk about something that a person always says. Okay, finally, same thing. He always something, the truth. Okay, now this is tricky. I've used always here. I used always in the previous one as well. But the thing I want to point out is this, the truth, at the end of the sentence. There's a set phrase in English. We don't use say. We actually use tell with the expression the truth. He always tells the truth. So the expressions tell the truth and the opposite, tell a lie, we always use the verb tell with this. You might hear, I sometimes hear non-native speakers of English say a lie or say the truth, but this is not natural. Please be sure to use tell the truth or tell a lie. We always use tell in these cases, so please be careful of that. Okay, but we've talked about a lot of different ways to use these three verbs, and I hope that it's a little bit more clear now when to use them, especially say and tell. Many people have a little bit of confusion between these two, but speak is also quite useful as well. Okay, so I hope that was useful for you. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comment section below this video. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It's super helpful for us. Also, subscribe to our channel if you have not already. Check us out at EnglishClass101.com for more good stuff too. Thanks very much for watching this lesson, and I will see you again soon. Bye!